Hi, my name is David Svetkowski from Fusion Graduate Consultancy. It's that time of the year now heading into 2020 where a lot of new graduate managers and existing graduate managers are starting to think about getting their program approved for 2020 and engaging with their stakeholders. So I thought we'd try and map out a little bit of a guide on how we can help you structure a graduate value proposition. I usually recommend a 2-page document that focuses on the attraction, recruitment and development strategies for you to put in front of your stakeholders, for you to get your program approval. So I think the key thing is to start with the why. Why would you have a graduate program and why would your stakeholders engage with you to give you this program approval? And one of the key reasons is either developing future leaders of your organisation as a succession planning strategy, or bringing in technical experts. And that's something you need to define early on. Why graduates? Once you've done that, we can then start to understand how we're going to go to market to get them. So what is our attraction strategy going to be like? It's a very competitive market. Once we've attracted them, what recruitment processes, methodologies and technologies do we need to put in place to secure the best available talent? And in starting to understand this, you can determine whether you have the resources internally to be able to do this, or whether you need to outsource components or the entire process to an expert outsource provider. And it's something you need to consider, because these elements will basically come down to then you beginning to understanding the cost of your program. The way I recommend you map out your cost is by either a total budget for the entire program and divide it by the graduate hires you're coming up with. So you'll know your total number, but once you've divided it by your graduate number, so hypothetically 100,000 divided by 10 would give you a cost per hire for the attraction, recruitment and development of your graduates of loosely 10,000 per hire. So they're the type of figures and the maths that you need to be showcasing. Why is it important that you have this? Because finally, you can start to compare this to industry data within your document. So some of the best available statistics come from the Australian Association of Graduate Employers, who have all these statistics mapped. The cost of attracting, the cost of recruiting, the cost of developing, and in a cost per hire basis. So you can run comparisons to the industry for your stakeholders, but even more importantly, identify your competitors and try and get some data on what your competitors are doing within your document, so that when you go to your stakeholders, you can get an understanding of your cost model, and then more importantly, who's going to pay for it? Is it going to be a central budget that your stakeholders provide you with, or are you going to use a charge out model that you charge your different business streams a cost for every graduate they recruit and develop? If you need any help on this, we're always happy to come in and help you map out your GVP according to the ARD model, but please map out your document so that when you speak to your stakeholders, you ensure that you get your program approved. We look forward to seeing you in 2020.